Good morning, family. This is my current trading setup, as you can see. So last week we entered some short positions during the NFP, as you can see here. But unfortunately, things did not go as planned. As you can see, we had a very prosperous bullish momentum that fortunately was not able to break the structure above. But we then saw price respectfully dropping before the closure of the session and opened on Sunday with a gap. Now, my idea with gaps is that sometimes price only needs to fill about 50% of the gap before it continues in the desired direction. And from the looks of things, price was heading for a short. Now, this is the complete analysis. So let's go to a new chart and then conduct a new analysis. So if we search for gold, I believe I can search for any of the brokers that I'm currently not using. We will focus on this portion of the chart. It seems as though this one has the part of the chart filled. So let's go with a portion of the chart that is not filled. Let me go with, let's see, I think Saxo Bank. I want to use a portion of the chart that has the gap present. Now, most of these brokers will fill the gap because it's something that we don't want to see, right? Here we are. So we have gold here. Now let's remember that let's go on the daily time frame so that you guys have an idea. Okay, let me delete everything that is on this chart and then let's go. So here we are on gold. If I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles backwards, we will know that this was Friday's high. All right, this was the highest point ever recorded during last week, so we'll mark as previous weekly high. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this will be previous weekly low. Now, this being the previous weekly low, this will now become our trading jurisdiction. This is where we will focus for the week. All right, meaning that we want to see price break the previous weekly high or the previous weekly low. But let's include our sell side and buy side liquidity areas. I believe this can be for now just buy side liquidity. I can include this to be also some buy side liquidity. These are the nearest ones, let's not exaggerate. So sell side, we could use this one, and also for the external buy side liquidity we could use that one, but it's too far. So let's focus on the more realistic zones or levels that price could reach even when there's good news. Now, based on these levels, we already know that if we want to buy for first target, second target. If we want to sell long term, we want to sell first target, second target. Now, this is our trading range. If I go on the 4-hour time frame, now I'm looking for structure to confirm this idea. Now, remember that on Friday, before the gap, this is where price was. All right, before the gap, this is where price was. Now, that is where price was. For support and resistance traders, they are probably looking to trade price today until somewhere this level, and then most likely down here, right? Support and resistance traders can actually confirm this information. They would like to trade somewhere along these zones, right? But let me start conducting the technical analysis as it should be. So we saw price rallied and broke a structure. Now, after breaking a structure, it most likely broke a trend, right? Price did break a trend. As you can see, price actually broke a trend. Price broke a trend somewhere here. And because it broke a trend, it came for a retest of the structure level, okay? It came for a retest of the structure level. Now, the level that was tested was here initially, and the impulse from this level left an order block that gave more momentum to break this level here as well. So we had a retest of the level here, a break of structure here. Now we see price coming to retest the level, because if you look previously on this area, okay, you see this is a level that price has been fighting for, and every time price was above the level it went up, but every time price was below the level it dropped down. But you can see that the sales are not prominent, right? The sales were not as big as the buys, meaning that if price reaches this area again today, we will most likely consider longs above sales. All right, now this would be a resting zone for price to come. Now the reason why I analyze like this is because analyzing with support and resistances and trend lines or zones and channels is the most universal trading language. I think it's the easiest universal trading language, or the easiest way to analyze the charts in a way that everyone can understand. I'm not using very strong terminology. I'm not using order block, fair value gap, imbalances, inefficiencies, and what. This is because I have knowledge of this, but I'm not using it because I don't want the beginners to not understand what I'm talking about. So this is at resting level. Now, in this level, for those who trade smart money concepts and ICT, we know that there's inefficiency that price has to feel, right? We know that there's imbalance that price has to feel, but this is also a very strong support and resistance level, and it's valid. This is valid. We have demand here, we have supply here, but this is valid. Now price could, yes, simply go to the initial level here. This would be a tricky zone to buy from, but it is valid, and price does not need to discount more than 50%. Now let's go and continue. So I have my level 1 here. This would be my first level, and let me just have a few confirmations. So if I pull the Fibonacci all the way to the top, the Fibo confirms that this level is valid for me to buy. So this is the first level, and as you can see right at the bottom here, I have my second level. So let me mark my second level. Okay, this would be my first buy zone. Okay, so buy zone 1, and then this will become buy zone 2. It's good to have your zones marked, because this will help you to know why you have to wait. So sometimes you just have to wait. You don't have to trade anything. Now let me remove this stuff, and let me go to, let's guess, to 1 hour. I believe 1 hour to 30 minutes. The 30 minutes is actually a good time frame to analyze. So here we are on the 1 hour. If we know that price is going to drop for zone 1 and zone 2, why do we have to wait so long? Why can't we sell? We can sell, but we need to understand a few things. Remember, I said that price already filled this gap about 50%, and as you can see, this week covered this level, so it's valid. Now, where would price sell to? If I go to the 30 minutes, okay, on the 30 minutes, I don't need so much confluences. Initially, the first confluence I need is this one. Okay, this is the first confluence. Okay, the first confluence is that price has reached a resistance level. This is going to be our sell zone. Okay, this is our sell zone. This is our short zone, and as you can see, price is dropping from there. Reason being, price already filled about 50% of this level from what you can see, because the gap initially started from here to here, but price has filled with these candles and it started dropping. This was the desired direction on Friday. Now if I pull my Fibo from the top to the bottom, it will give me an indication as to where price would react in case it had to go up. So first, this will be the sell zone again, refined, and if I had to sell from there, this would be my reward ratio for now, before I actually refine it even further. So this would be my reward ratio for now, and here 50% of that, and here I will just move this out of the way because this was just to mark the zone of interest. And now I would remove my Fibo and wait for price at those levels. Yeah, so this would be it. The area is valid because there is an order block, a bullish candle before the bearish move that broke the structure. It's valid because price could actually get here, tap into this level, at least 50% of that, and then drop all the way down. So if you, like me, are looking forward to sell gold today, this would initially be the first setup, and if price should continue dropping, then the secondary level will be down here. You can't see the price on my chart because I removed it, but the levels will be shared for those who are part of the community. I hope you like, subscribe, and stay in this channel. Let's go, guys.